Welcome to the Denim and Pearls podcast. Business casual conversation laced with pearls of wisdom. Casual, authentic, unscripted dialogue about life, work, and entrepreneurship with the perfect blend of laughter and seriousness. Pull up a chair, kick back, and lean in as we welcome your hosts, Michelle Mross and Brian Swanson.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone? Give it a second for everybody to show up. All 300 people.
Only 300? I'm so disappointed.
Oh, yes. So disappointed in you. Anyhow. So, welcome to Denim and Pearls. I'm Brian Swanson.
My name is Michelle Mross.
And we are
Denim and Pearls. We are business casual.
with pearls of wisdom.
From the porch.
From the porch.
I was trying
Now that we got that down.
I was sharing this live broadcast onto my business page and it won't let me again.
It's all kinds of goofed
it doesn't
up.
like me. I don't know why. Anyway.
So, what are we talking about today?
Let's get to our sponsors.
Well, first of all, we're going to be talking about draw the line.
Draw the line.
Where do you draw the line? When have you had enough? Or when have they had enough?
Or when you've had enough of them is more like it. So thank you so much for our sponsors of Denim and Pearls. We have ibuildseo.com. You'll see them in the mid-roll. Then we have ink182.com. They do all this swag, not swag. They do all the embroidery and screen printing needs. So t-shirts, hats, you know.
It's your story.
Kind of things. Yes. And then A2 promos, A squared promos, actually. A2promos.com. All of your swag needs, cups, you name it, little squishy toys. You think of it, they've got it. An embellished butterfly, that's where I always use my embellished cup because they also do that. But they also do jewelry and things of that nature. Embellished. Anything you want to make special just for your friends or your clients, you want to go to Embellished Butterfly. And then, of course, we have europeanheels.com/discount/Marcel. European Heels, if you ever see me live, what's going on?
I'm looking to see if it's written up there. Because that's where you were looking.
It's in my brain. I'm looking up here. I used to have on a cheat. Oh, no, I have a cheat sheet down here too. So anyways, if you ever see me live in person, if you ever see me running around, I'm wearing European heels. They're my favorite. They're very soft. They're very comfy. There. Did I forget anybody?
Nathan's looking hot for me tonight. Look at that.
Looking hot, Brian?
Woo, doggy. Anyway.
Is green his color?
Yes, green is my color.
Let me push his back there. He looks better when he sits up. See? Isn't that much better?
No. You get a pillow? We put a pillow back here?
No. Anyways.
We're getting absolutely nowhere on this show. You realize that, right? So.
Where are we going to draw the line with me fixing his back in?
Make sure you go to denimandpearlslive.com. Check it out. We got the page all redone.
It's beautiful.
It's party.
It's our party.
It's all kind of party.
It's pretty. It really is. So go to denimandpearlslive.com and check out our new website because Mr. Man here has been busy working on it and it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll make sure we put our live events on there sooner than later.
All our cool stuff will go on there.
Yeah.
So also check out like and subscribe, hit that button down below wherever it's at, all those other kind of things. You know how the story goes.
Depends on where you're watching.
Yeah. Like it and share it to people. Let's all get it all going on. So now you can go.
I forgot where I was going.
We just got 40% more Brian with that spinal push.
I know, isn't it? He slumps, and I'm like, just sit up.
It's the chair.
Yeah, well, get posturized.
Well, I was just watching a body language podcast kind of thing on YouTube a minute ago, and they were talking about leaning forward as a tell, leaning backwards as a tell, all kinds of fun things that you learn.
But the best tell is shoulders back, aligned with your spine. If your shoulders are lined up with your hips, your spine is straight.
But I didn't grow up. Now, what are you looking at over there?
I'm being precocious.
Precocious.
Yes.
Ooh.
So when do you draw the line?
Yes.
And we were talking about this because, Brian and I, we're really nice people. I mean, we tolerate a lot of, how do you politically say that?
Crap.
BS from other people. And we just smile. And then other people from the outside do. How do you deal with that? I mean, that was really rude. And we just kind of smile about it. Oh, my hips don't lie. Really, Nathan?
What? For those on the audio podcast, Nathan just said Michelle's hips don't lie. Oh, you're in trouble.
Well, no, he says I tolerate a lot of Nathan. I really do.
Yes.
But I love Nathan. So anyways, we tend to tolerate a lot from outside, and people look at us and do, man, you're really patient people. And it's because we have a line that's pretty drawn pretty far out. We don't take things personally. So it's like, if you attack me, my thing is, and Brian, we've talked this often, is it's not about me, it's you. When you're upset and you're freaking out and you're screaming at me, I always think, man, you must be having a really bad day. And it has nothing to do with me. And so that is how we approach draw the line. Our lines are so far out because we know so many things that are coming out our way. One, we didn't cause. Two, we would not have caused that on purpose. And three, if we did cause it, it was an accident.
Right.
And we won't do it again. So just make us aware of it. We won't do it anymore. Well, so that's where that draw the line thing is, because now one of us has reached a line.
Who might that be? So I'll give an example. I'll give an example, and then I'll give you my example. What I'm thinking of is I see a lot of stuff out there about, there's actually a group out there called 719 Can't Drive. Okay. I love it because it's got all kinds of really cool stuff on it and stuff.
719 is the area code.
719 is our area code. Our area code, not zip code. But anyway, they show a lot of people who can't park in parking spaces. They show a lot of people who have cut them off. They show all of this kind of stuff. And I think about when we hear about road rage and stuff, and is it really is a person's line that narrow or that close that if somebody cuts them off, that they're literally going to jump out of their car and try and beat the heck out of somebody? I mean, that's just ridiculous in my opinion. Now, if the person did it 2 or 3 different times and didn't cause an accident, I might want to get out of my car and beat the living daylights out of them. But what is your patience? Or you're pulling into a parking spot, somebody snags it. Yeah, I understand getting upset about that, and because I get upset about it, but I'm not going to get out of my car and go over and beat the hell out of them just because they took a parking spot. I will find another parking spot. So if you're like the person that I'm talking about who really, really, really gets upset, your line is awfully close. It's awfully narrow.
It's too close. It's
way too close. If it's somebody like me, maybe it's too far. Maybe we have too much patience.
Here's my motto. People are strange when they're with strangers. People look ugly when they're alone.
This is all true.
It is. And so my thing is, people are strange. Don't be surprised by stupidity, and don't be surprised by when people act completely unlike you don't.
But we see a lot of it today.
I have to say, Helene, if you have to run off, I did sing for you already. I just want to let you know that.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just totally lost it.
If you don't have margins in your life, that line comes very fast.
That's a Nathan quote. If you don't have margins in your life, that line comes really fast. And it's true, but it seems like today that a lot of people are like that, or at least we hear more about it. Maybe it's because of social media.
Social media, because I think it's just people have a platform. See, here's the thing about losing your patience very quickly. In social media, people don't really get to be in front of you. So that confrontational thing is gone. They have a barrier of computers and space. So they're braver to do. You know what? That bar has the worst food. Well, why do you go there? Well, every time I go there for 6 months. And every time I go there, they have the worst food. Then stop going.
It's really that easy.
It's that easy. And so instead of losing your mind about something, realize you are in control of what you put yourself into. The DMV, oh my gosh, every time I go there, the line is huge and it's ridiculous. Then do it online.
You mean that's what they do, or we should do?
You can do everything on the DMV online, except 2 things, I think.
Oh, there's some things you have to go.
Yeah,
in fact,
but how often do you need to do those? Well,
the thing of it is right now on that 719 thing, they're actually showing plates that have been expired for like 2 years. And they're like, the person who posted goes, the DMV is open and there's no waiting if you go over to this one.
Yeah, there's always a way around the things that frustrate you. There are people who are like, well, I won't go there, but basically is if you want it, if you look for problems, you will always find problems. That's the thing about problems. You can find them if you want them. So
you just made me think of a song.
If you can put that much energy in looking at the negative in the world and finding it, what magic would happen if you don't expect the negative and actually look for the positive in the world? You will see more of it. See, that's why goofy people like us, we smile so much, because no matter what we see, we do, you know what? But this is the good that's going to come out of it.
It makes people wonder what we're up to.
Yeah.
When you smile, people wonder what you're up to.
Good stuff. Manifesting good stuff. See,
you want it, here it is.
Helene said she put her foot down yesterday with a friend. And sometimes we have to do that because sometimes actually friends are the ones who push us the most because they do, you know what? She or he's always going to love me. So nudge, nudge. And then Brian does, Michelle, enough. You need to leave my garage. I'm done. And I do, what did I do? He does, I just got to go take a nap. I'm just tired of listening to you talk. You know, that kind of thing.
I've never done that I know of.
No, you haven't. But, and Nathan, you should appreciate that I'm passively aggressively talking. No, I'm not. You know I love you dearly, man.
You passively aggressively taking about me.
Yeah, and guess what?
It's not purple.
It's not purple, but it's the pen that he got me.
Oh,
I got a present from Nathan.
Awesome.
It's pretty sweet.
So,
anyways,
distracted. So should I give my story of why we brought up this topic?
Draw the line. Mr. Brian has drawn the line.
Yeah, but I only have so many options with this. That's the hard part.
Well, the thing is you have to say it and say it very politically correct, as so you do not point things out so that they know who you're talking about. Good luck.
I don't care at this point, I don't care whether they know that I'm talking about them.
Because they have crossed his line.
Does they have crossed my line? Anyhow, actually, some of you already know. If you've been listening to the show for a long time, you know that way back, I actually had one of my business pages stolen. And when that business page was stolen, I started the process. This was August. In fact, it was probably about August 15th, 14th, 15th, somewhere in there, where they stole my business page from my other prior business. Well, that business page is still active, or could be, and the groups underneath it are active and things like this. But I keep putting in letters saying, hey, this is the problem. I want my page back. And I've been so nice. And I've been like, this is the information. Here's the evidence that this page was mine. Here is the fact that here's my business license that says I own this page. I've sent all of this stuff in. Well, that was August, September, October, November, December, January, February. We're 7 months into this, and I still have not got my page back from Facebook.
And here's the thing about all this.
What do I do?
Brian has to prove that he owns the page back. The person who stole it, who changed it into Chinese.
No, it's actually Thai.
Okay, Thai. The thing is Facebook isn't making them prove that they own it. Now, it was very obviously based in Colorado for many, 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 many years.
12.
And now it's written in Taiwanese. And Facebook isn't going to those people doing prove you own this page. Prove that you were in Colorado for 8 years. They put the onus, they're putting all the pressure and the stress on the person who was robbed. Yeah. When they can easily go to the person who took it and say, cease and desist.
Right.
But they don't.
Well, the thing of it is they don't even do anything with the page. It just sits there. But they also own all the groups that are attached to it.
Yeah. So
and they removed all the admins. And then Facebook tells me, well, just talk to another admin. Well, it's kind of hard to talk to another admin when they removed all the admins.
And that's what I'm saying. They have access to everyone who now owns that page, who obviously does not live
over 3,000 people.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Yes. If he just moved to Thailand, then it would work. Because that's the thing. It's like, that's where my line gets drawn. I am very big into making things equal and being fair. And when this is not fair, I was the one who was being abused. You know exactly who took it from me. Go to them and make them prove that they own the page. But that's not how it works. So if you ever want to see me get riled up, see me in a group of people where someone is pointing out one person and belittling them or making them prove something that they don't need to prove, and I will lose my mind.
Well, I think after our mid-roll, I want to cover some important facts that we haven't covered.
Okay.
Which is kind of a trend for these days. Okay. It used to be you could pick up the phone and figure stuff out, but let's talk about that here in just a minute.
Thank you for calling. Please hold.
Contractors, do you need better cash flow, quality leads, better projects? Rise above your competition by proving you do better work. Make a solid first impression with strong reviews. Establish your credibility by showcasing your skills. Extend your reach so you can land better jobs with better clients. iBuild SEO will set you up for success with your search engine optimization, website development, social media marketing, content marketing, reputation management, review request system with the power of more, utilizing the construction contractors digital dominance method. Book your time to speak with us today at ibuildseo.com and click on the Get Started Now button.
Thank you for joining us on the porch. We share the nuances and lessons we've garnered from throughout our combined 40 years of life experiences. Talk from the porch is always serious, but full of laughter, and we're glad you're here with us. Like, share with a friend, and please subscribe to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. And remember, join the conversation every Friday at noon Mountain Time. We'll see you on the porch.
And we're back. I love that look on your face.
It won't let me share to my business page. This is really frustrating.
It is frustrating. And that's just the simple parts of life on Facebook. Yeah. Anyhow, I don't want to condemn Facebook. I do just want to condemn their practices on how they do certain things. And one of those things that they
Your call is very important to us. Please hold. So, a customer service rep will be with you in a moment, 35 minutes later.
I haven't called them names yet. Well,
your call is very important.
I do, like I said before the break, I do want to take to the point of one of the things that has become a really big nuance or nuisance actually in the world today is if you deal in software applications or whatever it is, programs, there's no human that you can talk to, or if there is, it's very, very, very difficult to find.
To get to a human.
And to get to humans. So Facebook, in all of their wisdom and all of their glory, gives you one format. In fact, here was a really funny part. I found this one place that said, fill this report out if you or somebody has had their page stolen or hacked. Okay, the exact circumstance that I had, that a profile was hacked. If that's your case, please fill in the report here. Well, then it doesn't come up with any boxes or anything. And I hit report and nothing comes up and it says, sorry, you need to fill in this box. Well, there's no box to fill in. It's just a statement saying, if this is your problem, fill this in. And there's nothing there. So I have gone 15 different routes, but that's the biggest thing that frustrates me. It's not just.
I don't like the button things. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the platform I'm talking about. I mean, it's even if you pick up if you actually get a phone number, the push 1 for English, the put 2 for Spanish and all that other kind of good stuff. You don't get to a human a lot of times, or by the time you get to the human, you're so flipping frustrated that you can't get anything done.
I think one of the things I thought was really funny just recently is I was moving money from one account to another account. And I called and said, I'd like to deposit this. And I had in the lineup, I had to put in the account number, the social security number, a contact number, my zip code, my address, the credit card number I was moving from. Okay, all of this. About 40 minutes in, I think, something crazy like that, I get finally to a human that says, can you please verify who you are? I said, well, okay, I'll give you my social, my this. I give it all back to this person. And then they said, I'm sorry, we can't allow you to put money into this account because you're not on it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure if I'm sending $5,000 to a complete stranger, they're not gonna be upset about this. And I said, so you think I'm randomly putting money in someone else's account that I don't know? And she says, well, I'm sorry, we can't give you access. I said, I'm not asking for access. I'm asking to put money in my child's account. We have the same name. We have the same address. I have all of the, you can look at their, let me put money in the account. I thought that was the silliest thing in the whole wide world.
So I think some of it comes back to we've lost all sense of common sense or troubleshooting.
Uh-huh.
Troubleshooting is not in our forte these days. When you make phone calls,
can I put 5,000 in your account? We're not related in any way. So I just like to put money.
I don't know where the hell it came from.
No, I don't know you. Don't you dare put money in my account. Or the other one, I was gonna pay an account, but it's my husband's.
Yeah.
I couldn't pay it because
Oh yeah, I want to make a payment on this. They won't give you access to make a payment on it. It doesn't make any sense.
Just take the money and pay something. I want it to be anonymous. Just pay it. I'm sorry, ma'am. We can't do that. We need permission. So my line is drawn on, dang, that's a stupid process.
Well, that's because a lot of times, and this started actually years ago.
I know.
And in all honesty, it started years ago because you make a phone call, somebody's sitting, that customer service person is sitting back there typing in the question that you're asking them, and then they're repeating back what's on the computer screen.
Oh, like Galaxy Fest.
Huh?
The beryllium sphere.
You mean Galaxy Quest?
Galaxy Quest.
Exactly.
I realized I could sit. Anyways, yes. We draw the line on stupidity.
But you also have to make sure you're not the stupid one.
Yes, make sure you're not the
one.
one.
There is a caveat to everything. For every action is a reaction. Just because everybody else is stupid, you got to realize too that sometimes you're the stupid one.
Yeah, sometimes they're all pointing at you, but so just be careful before you lose your mind. Something for nothing leaves nothing.
Yeah. Well, another thing that comes into mind is what I think it was my uncle or grandmother or something to me.
Hi, child.
Honey draws more flies than even they both. Yeah, that's the word. So if you're nice to somebody, you're going to usually, if you talk to a human being, you're actually going to get more accomplished by talking to them and explaining your situation in most cases. Okay. Unless that person on the other side has no troubleshooting skills. Okay. As you are being mean to them.
There's no sense in being mean to anybody. But
there are a certain amount of time, which is where the draw the line concept comes in. If I was nice. How long am I to be nice before I go all Karen on them?
I haven't had any coffee today.
That was what was in here. And it had sugar in it too. I'm all fired up. Not to mention my situation currently with Facebook.
I'm just laughing because Brian is a very, very patient man. And for me to get a message from him this morning doing, the line has been drawn, and I could read it. I read it with that tone. The line has been drawn. I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Brian's having a good morning.
It's crazy. And the thing of it is too, and I get to thinking, you don't see me. You can see me upset, but you have never ever, because I haven't been so mad.
I have seen you mad once.
Oh no, you haven't. Because I go ballistic when I hit my ceiling. Okay. I could be upset about things, and
he saw me mad once.
Oh yeah, well you haven't seen me like that.
No,
because I can get like that.
But it's so rare. But like I said, the thing that's going to push me over the edge is when I see someone being treated unfairly. I lose my mind, and I will hold back, and then I will talk as calmly as I can. But I draw a line, and I stay by it.
Well, see here, Nathan might have a good point here. You can't hold the line if you don't draw the line.
Yeah, you have to have one.
Because I have a tendency to be. I have a tendency to even extend my line because of my patience. And sometimes you're right, Nathan. You've got to put your foot down at a certain point. So maybe at the second or third time rather than where I'm at now, the 10th time. Is your biscuits burning again?
Larry, come.
She's chasing the dog, sort of.
I just called him.
Oh, well, the last time he was burning, you were burning your biscuits or something.
I have nothing in the oven.
Nothing in the oven this time?
No, there's a song that you've sung. It's I draw the line. What is that? The guy with the dark glasses. You've sang it.
Johnny Cash.
You sang.
It's called Draw the Line, I think.
Can you sing it?
No, because I don't remember the words at the moment.
You can do draw the line.
Draw the line.
Yeah. You have to draw the line so you can decide what you want to do with that later.
Uh-huh. Well, it's just like, we have been talking kind of recently too about my little karaoke gig that I've got going on. And sometimes it's like, wait a minute, do I do this or do I not do this? I have to think about these things. I've continued to do them because I love them. Mm-hmm. But it's also not a matter of being upset. Sometimes it's just a matter of, do in my career want to do this?
See, my thing is everyone has
Derek,
to do...
if you're watching, is not.
No, and my thing is it's all about you always. I just had to talk about this in a group of women this morning. No matter what you do in your life, no matter what job you do, whatever your career path is, you must always have something in your repertoire, at least daily, weekly, whatever, that you love to do. Brian is playing with his shirt. He likes to play with his shirt. No, Brian loves music. He loves music, and he loves to have people come up, and he loves to see people shine and dance. So being a karaoke DJ, people do, hey, you're professional. Why are you doing karaoke? Because he feeds his soul that way. Yes. I travel the world. I'm a stage person. I'm always doing something. But what do? I go with him on a Friday night, and I sing on his stage. Why? Because singing, it soothes my soul. I was thinking that too, Nathan. I touch myself. I want you to love me. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, you can?
Brian can sing a song. You need to learn how to sing. I think she says I can't sing a song.
Yeah, he can. No, I think because she sings really, really well. Helene sings really well. And maybe she has a song that you should be able to sing too. Okay. I walked the line. Yes. Freaking Larry. He was losing his mind again. And, I forgot what I was going to say. Find what you love to do. Now, see, that would also help with the whole draw the line. When you're happy, when you have something, an outlet to get rid of your frustrations on, and you can just be yourself, it makes the things around you less annoying. The things that bother you are less annoying once you have an outlet for your frustrations.
Have you seen those places where you go and you throw like dishes?
Yes.
And
I had a friend who owned it.
And baseball. Yeah, I did too. Baseball bats on a car and sledgehammers and stuff. That's a good way to take out some frustrations. Just don't do it on the neighbor's car.
No, it's in a closed room. You wear glasses and everything. Yeah. So when you're happy and you know it,
clap your hands.
When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it,
clap your hands.
So find something that makes you happy, and the other things that tend to annoy you will go away. You won't notice them as much because you're going to giggle about it. You know what? Life's too short to be worrying about if somebody is wearing their pants too low or not, or if they've walked in front of you in line, or if they're driving too fast in the fast lane and they passed you too fast. You're like, they're in the fast lane. Let them go.
Well, what I think sometimes is interesting too is I get to that point where I get those little frustrations, and I'll make comments to you, and then you'll say something. We'll have a little bit of a discussion, and then 3 weeks later, you'll say something to me like, "Remember when you told me about?" I'm going,
I don't remember.
I don't remember. The reason why I don't remember is because it didn't matter. Mm-hmm. It wasn't important to me. Okay.
But see, not everyone can do what Brian does or what I do. Important.
Did I say important?
You said important. But anyways, the thing is a lot of people, you might be one of them, who doesn't know how to let go. When something upsets you, let it go. If it's not feeding you, not serving you, not doing any harm, it's just annoying you, let it go. What did he write?
Pants on the ground, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. I actually have heard that. I don't know where it comes from, but I do remember it.
Yeah, it's funny. Anyways, draw your line, okay? Because like, what did Nathan say earlier? You can't, without drawing your line, you can't know.
Without drawing your line, you can't. What did he say? Where'd it go? He did say it. Where did it go?
You can't
hold the line if you don't draw the line.
Now think about that. It's very important.
Mm-hmm.
You must have your willingness of how far will you let something go or a person go in your life before you know I'm done. Because you need to know when you've gone too far, if you allowed them to take advantage of you. And you hear that a lot. But you do, gosh, so-and-so took advantage of me. No, actually, you allowed them to.
Right.
Why? Because you didn't have a line drawn. So often we get really comfortable and we don't draw a line. So like with Brian, I don't have a line. I didn't draw a line. But it'll be one day he'll do something and I'll do, hey, what the heck? And he'll say, what? So draw the line and say, this is what it is, right? I don't know. You must know where your line is so you know if you're allowing someone to take advantage of you.
Right. Well, another little thing too that I see a lot lately is people will take things personally when they're not intended to be personal. And when they take it personal, their line distance becomes much, much shorter. Okay. Because they're making certain assumptions about what the person that is doing something wrong in their eyes is saying. Did any of that make sense at all?
No. But anyways.
I can think of exactly what it is. I just can't say it all. But there are people who will take things personally based on certain factors. And then they will presume or assume that that's the reason why the person's doing something bad.
What does assume mean?
That's why I said presume or assume. I wanted to emphasize that.
Makes an ass out of you and me. And the thing is when anyone does any action, whatever it is, if it annoys you, whatever it is, people are moving not to attack, okay? Mm-hmm. They're all here. So when they're doing something, it's all about them. It's never about you.
Right.
So when you read
That's
something,
true.
you see something, and you get upset, you do, I saw them yesterday. I know they're talking about me. No, that's you talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
If you find offense in it, that means somewhere in there's a truth that you related to. Examine you. Don't get upset at the other person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That was my high horse for the day.
Mic drop.
Hey, what'd they say?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's always about themselves. No one works in the sphere of other people.
I think we kind of got to draw the line on everything we talked about drawing the line on.
Yeah, we have to draw the line for today.
So I think we'll draw the line, but I do have a question.
What?
We're going to DC soon, right?
Yes.
Okay, and since we're going to DC soon, anybody live in DC that knows a really, really, really good restaurant? I just had to ask.
We'll be in the DMV area. March 17, 18, 19, and 20. We leave the 20th. So we'll be there from the 17th to the 20th of March. If you know a good restaurant that we should go to on the 17th on St. Patrick's Day, you let me know. You just message us in Denim and Pearls. And if you have a venue out there, if you have friends, let them know because we're doing a mover and shaker event. The movers and shakers of
DC.
I think it's DMV. And
DMV. That's like
it's Delaware, Maryland, Virginia.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's because they're pretty much together. That way people can come together and have a movers and shakers. And then the next day, the 19th, we are having my book launch with all my ladies, the 20 authors total of Hold My Crown, Women of Grit, Share Stories of Resilience, the Queen's Edition.
The book that's down there. I can see it behind you. There it is. It's on the bookshelf behind you or in front of you. There's one back there too.
I know, but this is the one I'm bringing to the event.
So yes, definitely. If you're in that area, that local area, definitely you can get your tickets online, right?
Yeah, just go to my page or go to.
That works.
Go to my website. My website has it too. MichelleMoroz.com also has the link to the Hold My Crown event.
Yep.
So hope to see you there between the 17th and the 20th. And
of
March. And if you know a good restaurant, write Brian because he wants to eat somewhere closer to the Arlington area.
I only say that because you're down in that area. There's got to be some like renowned places.
Oh, Ken says there's 15 billion places.
Oh. Well, there's something about going to Virginia for Indian food that I just don't get.
Because it's outstanding. It's the best of the best of the best. Anyways, I happen to love Indian food and Thai food and Korean food and oh wait, I love food. What?
I don't know. I have this thing that you should go to the local.
Okay.
That's just me.
That's
Okay.
just, so he's going to go to another restaurant.
If I go to, for instance, if I go to Japan, I want to go, and I'm going to actually have to have attempt sushi.
Of
And I love
course.
sushi, by the way. That's why I did learn how to do it. But if I go to Japan, I want to have sushi or some form thereof.
So what's
That's
the
local.
what's
I'm
the
not
local-
going over there for a hamburger.
What's the local food in Virginia?
I don't know. That's what I said earlier. Maybe corn on the cob and moonshine.
It's crab cakes.
Crab cakes?
Mhm.
Nice.
The reason I want the best Indian food ever is one, I love Indian food, but two, I don't eat fried food.
Who didn't say anything about fried food? Just food.
Crab cakes are fried.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's and French fries. I can't eat that food. I get violently ill. So that's why I want to eat the best of something I like to eat. So that's all.
Okay.
And it's my party. And if I cry if I want to.
Cry if I want to.
As I'm
cry
sitting
if
on
I
air eating an
want to.
M&M.
All right, I think we're done, huh?
Let's draw the line.
Let's draw the line today.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you for being the best versions of you every day. We'll see you next week, Friday.
Yep. Make sure you like and share and do all those other fun things.
Until
And
next time, since I don't have my glasses.
Send Michelle a new set of glasses because she can't find hers.
Peace.
Please.